if I sound out of breath and tired, it's because your girl actually is out of breath and tired. But I really wanted to do this video for you guys, and so I thought this was the best way, you know, comfortable and relaxed. I could have fallen asleep right there, so now I just need a little cool breeze, because by now I would have started sweating. Anyway, into the video. So for most of my childhood days, I spent it in the hospital. And I guess a lot of persons would look at it and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear and whatever. Sis, I never had a problem with it. I met friends, or I met people. I learned language, a whole new language when it comes to medical. Listen, my mother will tell you that before me learn common little words like is, are, was, where, I'm learning words like Osteogenesis Imperfecta, scoliosis, anesthesiologist, all those words, long before I even understood and knew what they were. So I really enjoyed my hospital days, I will not lie. I loved it. Would I want to do it again? Not the pain part, because, well, I'm there because I'm sick, so I wouldn't want to go back there just for that part, the whole pain. But it's an experience I wouldn't trade for anything. Hence why I thought I would do today's video, which is going to be a story time from my hospital days. Now, I could give you a plethora, I think that's the word, of stories from those days, but I'm going to stick with two, and these two were post-surgery. So there's a story of my post-surgery story, and food, because food is life. And if you know me, you know food is life. So first story is post-surgery. I don't remember all of my surgeries, to be exact. No, I remember just a few. But the two I remember is the very last one I did, and I think it was the second to last one I did. So I think it was those two that I know. I remember the last one very vividly, because I did that when I was in grade 8. So about age 13, me still there primary school. So about 14, 15. Also, because then it would have mean say normally, Jay, when you normally left primary school, grade, not age 12? Alright, so I never left till 2014. Mama calculate that car. 2004, me did that how much?
I think it's a 14 ago.
No, sir, 2004. That a video na, me na cut you out.
Hi guys, what's up? Subscribe.
2000. What may I do? My age, may I try calculate the in time then. My age was so 2004. Yes, I was about 14, 15 when I did the last surgery. The second to last one, I think I was somewhere between the ages of 8 to 10. No man, the second to last one, I was between 10 to 11, because I did that one before sitting GSAT. Yeah. And then after, yeah. So, those are the two I remember, and the thing I remember the most about those two was, listen, sis don't like to be confined to any space for too long. I absolutely hate confinement. Like, let me decide that I want to stay in this space for a long period of time. Don't tell me I have to stay in this space for a long period of time, because then it just threw the whole ball game out for me, and all I want to do is get out. So I did the surgery. I remember going into surgery, and I remember the crying, because yeah, look up it, and even though you kind of understand what is happening, it's still scary in a sense. So I remember crying going into theater, I remember that much. And then, to be honest with you, I just said done for me, because after you go in and you see all these bright lights, like there was like 1, 2, 3, about 4 bright lights, and then one next big one, and then the table cool, and I'm like, oh Lord. And they, of course, you are hooked up, meaning you're having your IVs. For the nurses who are on here, you'll understand. You're having your IVs and whatever, and they wheel me in. I look up in the lights and they're like, this is what I wanted to do for us, okay? I wanted to breathe, because I was, like I said, I was crying. So like, I wanted to breathe, and I'm like, Miss, how me I go breathe? I'm scared. You tell me about breathing, and I'm scared at this moment. Anyway, I said I wanted to breathe, and we're going to inject you with something, and then I wanted to count to 10. By the time you get to 10, you should fall asleep. If not, just continue counting. No, here's the issue with me and anesthesia or anesthetic. I said pronounce anesthetic? Yeah. Because of my age difference, compared to my body size, I'm normally given more than what you'd give a person my body height. So for instance, if you give somebody who is my height 50, you'd probably have to give me about 60 to 70 for it to work and work well. So I got a little more than what normal body height, because they're going with not just the height but the age and the whole process of what the body has gone through already. And they give me it. I'm a stretch out, so I look up in a light with this hand upon one cold sitting over this and this hand upon one next cold sitting, and I stand my light and then I'm like, okay. And she inject it, and listen to me, that same thing they cold bad. It's very cold. She inject it, and then afterwards she said, I'm going to put a mask over your nose, and I wanted to count to 10. Me, once I inject me, she said start to count, and I started counting. And then she put on the gas mask or whatever mask it name. I don't know what it name, people. I don't remember the name. She put it on, and then I start to gag, because listen, it smelled really bad. And I started to gag on it, and then she's like, alright, I see you don't like it, so let me take it off. Just continue counting. And I'm there staring at the light, this very bright light, and counting one. I don't even think I reached 10 or remember reaching 10. I swear, I don't know if I'd reached 10. And then I was out. Hours later, and I wake up in a green gown with a few beds and a few nurses looking at me, and I'm like, what going on, sister? Anyway, when you're waking up out of surgery, it's kind of joggy, because you wake up and then you fall back into sleep, and then you wake up again, and it kind of continues for like that for a little while until you're able to come out of the recovery room. So that was me out of recovery room now, back on the ward, still sleepy and everything. And I was there, and my mother was there, and I'm like, all I could think about was food. I'm like, that's Christ, me hungry. And I tell my mother, I said, I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. I will never forget those two words. I kept telling her I was thirsty and I was hungry. And she was like, you can't eat yet, you can't eat yet, you can't eat it. And I'm like, even though I understand I can't eat it, it's like, I'm so hungry. And then I was like, something, give me something, like, I'm so thirsty. And she's like, okay, I'm going to, my mouth was really dry. And she said, okay, I'm going to wet the rag and you put it in your mouth, kind of, you know, moisten. To put it that way, moisten my mouth. If I say you want to put it, I should do that. Me now, with myself, because she's thirsty, suck out the rag. Like, no joke, just suck out the water out of the rag. And she was like, you're not supposed to. I'm like, miss, I'm so thirsty. Anyway, it did work for a little while, and then I went back to sleep, in and out of sleep for most of the time. Yeah, so till finally them come and them do them checks, because I'm fully awake now. Them do them checks and they say, oh, by in the morning you can with your mother. This is what they say. Mother, by 7 hours, 7, 8 should be able to eat because then should have been out of surgery for whatever number of hours and blah 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 whatever. My mother is like, okay. Morning come and them give me some liquor. When you do surgery, you can't eat food after surgery. They normally give you liquid to drink, preferably orange juice or some juice liquid, some juice based liquid to drink, or soup or porridge. Neither of which I have a problem with, but when you're hungry, that now cut it, you see me? So in the morning I got porridge, and it wasn't anything drastic because it had to be light for your stomach to get used to the fact that you haven't eaten for a couple of hours. Well, so it had to be something light. Get the porridge in the morning, drink the porridge. It not dent nothing, like legit not dent nothing. And my daddy to mother, so I'm hungry, and she's like, but you can't eat nothing else yet. Listen, my mother, she know, go buy Burger King and what the juice name? It's like a orange juice with a sprout top. What a juice the name? Gruzel. I can't remember, but one orange based juice, and I hate orange juice if you know me. But sister ain't gonna complain at that point. So I drank it. I sat there and I drank it, and then she's gradually giving it to me little by little, and I'm like, me need more. She's like, no, you can't get too fast. Listen, you see, by time the nurse come and check for what is known as bowel action, and them say, yes, goody, you're ready, you can eat your food, me down the burger in a one go. I know my dad look at me like, you just eat off the whole of the burger. You never did eat off the whole like one time, and I'm like, me hungry. But just down the burger in one go, like one time. That's what I remember from that surgery. And oh, listen, I have to tell you guys this story. So I don't remember at what point, but I had a broken bone and I was there for a while. I have jacked up sleep patterns from hospital days till now. So university kind of did add to it, but listen, my sleep patterns were jacked up from those days. Right? And this nurse, it was like late in the night, me in my cubicle. If you know how Bustamante Hospital set up, then you kind of have an understanding of when I say my cubicle. When I'm medical section, me and my friends, them are friends at the time. Well, I still call them friends, because if I see them, I'm not going past them like I don't know them or whatever. My friends, them, and we sleep during the day, because you're in a hospital, so you don't necessarily have anything else to do more than sleep, watch TV. If you like reading, you read. And if you were like me who had schoolwork still, then you do your schoolwork. So we did it. I sleep out the day. Now it's night. We sit down and we sit down in there and talk whole night. We do it the first night, and the nurse that was on duty, she was like, you people need to go to bed. Your children is supposed to be sleeping at this hour. Now if you know me, you know say me kind of not have no manners. It's not a trait, it's just how I grow. I don't know how to put it. Right? So I'm like, miss, me sleep already, I don't want to sleep again. I'm like, nurse, I don't want to sleep. You have to go to your bed. Anyway, night done, next day come. The same thing, sleep. Well, if you're staying up the whole night, you must expect, so you go sleep out the day. Night come, I can't sleep, and we in there chat and laugh. And remember, I know we were in the hospital, and so other people and their parents there too. And they were like, shh, y'all need to go to the bed, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bed, miss me, now one bed, me can't go nowhere else. Like, that's the irony for me. Like, you keep telling me to go to my bed. I'm in a bed. I've been in a bed for months, weeks. I don't know where else I go, right? And they go to your bed. We still there tell a story. Finally, she came down and she came with a ruler and threatened us and how we need to go to bed and we need to sleep and and blah blah blah. Listen, I don't pay this lady no man because I cannot sleep, and it's not like we're being loud and boisterous. Yes, I understand that other patients wants to sleep and their babies there and whatever, but I don't care. It's like, I don't want to sleep, what you want me to do? And it's not like I'm being loud again and boisterous. So we continue to talk. She come a second time with the ruler and she won with. Anyway, still let the laugh for peace stoop down there and I giggle like, you know, the children we are. When we look, the lady come back with a tray with 2 red cups. No, it was 3 red cups because it was about 3 of us that were up talking. 3 red cups and a ruler. Come back with a ruler, threaten we over our bed and whatever. Lady no, take her enough self. Make sure I remember if she did actually beat me. Like use the ruler and slap in our hand because we're in the hospital, we can't do nothing, right? Or she did just give me the liquid for drink. Now, if you know me, like I said in my previous video earlier, I'm not the medication type. I don't need to take medication. So of course me knows I mean if I take no medication. When this lady come and I'm like, but this is not my regular medication either, because if you're in the hospital it probably be an antibiotics or something like that, or cataflam. Cataflam is white and the antibiotics is yellow. This is red. I'm not supposed to drink this. And she's like, no, it's nothing, just drink it and you will go to bed and rare. But miss, me not drink this, you know. Not drink it, come in an hour. She's like, yo, I'm a nurse and I know what's by some whatever. She give it for drink. Force us to drink it. I drink it and I know time me asleep. Listen, until now, me just a call it sleeping medicine because I don't really know if a DPH she give me. I sleep. I don't know what it is that she gave to us, but it did make us sleep. And knowing me and how me extra never like that, and the way she come and threaten me with her ruler and her bathing step with her big titty them. As my mother come me tell my mom, say, mommy, this happened last night and she give me this to drink and rare me, you know, one whatever. So my mother is like, really? I'm like, yes. And my mother would fear herself, you know. Listen, she's very protective of her child. She go and each one they have what is known as a sister. And she tell her sister, say, oh, her pitney just tell her, say, XYZ and whatever. Then say, who do it? Of course, I'm not going to call the nurse name and stuff. I don't know if she's still down there. They say, who do it? So I say, XYZ with a big titty and describe her and whatever. And I'm like, okay, alright. So then go to her now and she's like, yes, she gave the children something to drink to help them sleep and whatever. And we're like, you weren't supposed to be doing that. And eventually they end up transfer her from our ward to another ward. But listen, that was a whole drama in itself. But so is hospital life. Alright, and then back to the original story now, which is the last surgery I did, which I do remember vividly. First of all, that surgery took a while to do because we were waiting on something to come in, and it never come in time, and then we had some problem with getting the anesthetic, whatever the word is. We had some problem getting it. By the time we got it, and they say, alright, time for the surgery. Then they say, based like I explained earlier in the video, I have a body ratio problem when it comes to that. They say we can do the surgery, but we have to do an open eye surgery. But I don't know who them I talk to, but this girl now do no open eye surgery. So my mother said to me, say, oh, we can still do the surgery, but it's going to be an open eye surgery. And I'm like, no. She's like, sorry about that, guys. My camera died. Yeah, back to the story. So we're like, you can do an open eye surgery. And my mother's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, no. Like, yeah, my mother, I love you, I respect you and everything, but nope. This is not do no open eye surgery. I will not lie down there and look at people cutting me open, or have knowledge of people cutting me open. I think where's this nigga see how blood spill and something? I'm about upon that. So they had to cancel the surgery. After they cancel it, they were like, they reschedule it for like January, but I think it was rescheduled for somewhere between the 10th and the 20th of January for that year. Honestly, I don't remember the exact details, but I know it wasn't too far, right? Reschedule it and everything, We go in, get my surgery, and then I'm in the recovery room and everything. Like I said, guys, that is a story and a half, a story to you. Like, if you want to know the full details of that one, I don't have a problem posting, because I don't have a problem talking about it. Just let me know. So back to the story. So did the surgery, came out. First of all, let me just point out that surgery was the most painful surgery I've ever done, and best believe that. My muscle surgery did painful, but nothing beat that one day. It was the most painful and the most horrible one. So come out of surgery, out couple of hours, my doctor came to visit, and he was like, I was on my tummy, and he was like, we need to flip you because you need to be on your back. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you need to be on your back. And I'm there like, I don't want to do this. I never signed up for this. I don't want to do it. They're like, yes, you need to be on your back and whatever. And I'm like, you seriously think that I want to be on my back, the same back that you just open up? No, I don't want to be on that. Anyway, I didn't have a choice, so they flipped me. As they flipped me, I started to bleed, which is expected because you just open my back. So they flipped me, I started to bleed. They had to flip over, change, fix it, and fix, and then flip back again. That was just too much flipping and too painful for me. But nonetheless, I was on my back and whatever, and they're telling me now that I have to stay like this for 2 weeks, and then they'd do another evaluation and tell me again how long. Sis don't like to be confined, so telling me that I need to lay down in one position on my back looking at the screen. Head can barely turn because it's that painful to lie down there. So for 2 weeks straight, me not upon that. Plus I was like laying in my own, I'm sweating and everything, and me can't wear clothes. Me in a pampers. Me not lie down there, so in a no pampers, sweating because it was done, like I said, in January, and so laying there just like that. So they moved me when I started telling them that I was extremely hot and whatever. They moved me, and they moved the bed and put it under one of the ceiling fans, which was fine because then it helped a little but not a lot. So I was closer to a window that had breeze. I was closest to a window on the other side, but it's like I wasn't feeling the breeze. On the other side, I could feel the breeze because I was near trees and everything. Well, to be frank, I did near trees on both sides. But over there, said it just hot, so then put me over the next side. After that, now, I kind of stayed as still as possible because, like I said, it was painful to move for the first week and a half into it. And then they come one day and they flip me over and they look at the cut and everything, and they say it's healing nicely and Ray, and I'm like, okay, so I can start moving. And 2 weeks after that, now I started to twist. I started to kind of turn. I didn't want to turn too much, so what I did was I didn't just turn my upper body, because you know you can just move your upper body. I tried to turn the entire body, and I did that until I was able to go back and forth between my side and my back, my side and my back. But then again, I was only turning to one side. But it worked, and it worked for a while. Then 3 weeks into it, they came back and they said, oh, you're healing nicely. Me just want to hear them words then, okay? More you say that, the more it means for me that I can try to move. So every time I say, oh, you're healing nicely, it's just affirmation for me to try and move. So when they did that on week 3, now, I started to kind of lift myself off the bed. And I would take time and I lift myself up. Listen, by week 4, I was on my knees. Of course, I couldn't just get up and sit up straight like normal persons. So I had to lay down on my tummy. If I can insert an illustration of how I got up, I would. I lay down on my tummy and then ease myself up until I was on my knees. And I kept doing that, kept doing that, kept doing that until I realized that I can get up now and I can sit up and whatever and work it. By week 5, week 6, I was sitting up and walking around, not drastically but enough to be able to say moving from here to there and whatever. And they were like, you know, you should not be doing this and I'm like, I'm not going to lay down here for how much months, so much weeks. I'm not doing it. So I need to gradually get myself in the frame of mind to get up and move and whatever. And that's exactly what I did. So then it came the time to take out the stitches. If you've done any form of surgery and you know removing sutures, as them call them properly, is no easy task. It is very painful. And there was this nurse, this male nurse, who was working that time, and he would keep saying things like he doesn't want his patient to be making any noise or whatever because in the one here, close cell 23. I'm like, close cell 23. But I always I laugh about it with my mother and I say, what the hell is wrong with this man and close cell 23? Only if you find out, so when the time comes for pull out the stitches, is this man I go pull them out. Lord have mercy. It's close cell 23 I go pull out my sutures. So what I did was, no, what he did was he was there taking him time and pull them up. For me, if you just cut the top, what you're supposed to do is cut the top and then pull, or cut one end and then hold the other end and just pull right out. But he wasn't doing that, so it made it harder. What he was doing was him pull and stop, and each time him pull and stop, the end where him just cut, I stick me and it hot. Not to mention it was, what the word I did use again? It did start to heal. The skin did start to heal up on it, so you know, it's like kind of painful and whatever. So I was saying to him, just make one big pull quickly and pull out everything. Him did it, take time and pull it. Of course it is painful and I'm going to be squirming. I can't just lay down there still like me not alive or whatever. I'm going to be squirming a little. I'm a child and well, teenager. And it hot, like me just did I tell the man say, yo, just hurry up and pull it out, hurry up and pull. It's like, stop the noise, you can't be making any noise, I don't want to be here in close cell 23. And I'm like, close cell 23, just hurry up and pull out the something, sir. You can't be making any noise and you have to lay there and blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, just hurry up and pull out the something quick and fast. Him still there talk about close cell 23. Mistake, me can't cuss the bad word because of course, whatever. I said, sir, what's it? Not just hurry up and pull out the something you there tell me about close cell 23. If you did there cell 23 before, I don't care and I don't want to know about cell 23. Just hurry up and pull out the damn something. Pull it out quick and fast. You there take time. It hot. Pull it out. And I get mad in there on him and whatever. Anyway, finally take the advice and him just make one big jog and pull it right out and it come out and it was less painful, right? My mother come now. No matter my mother how I have no manners and I cuss out the nurse and whatever. Some of me come and ask me what happened and I explain to her, say, oh, the man for take out something there I talk about cell 23. I don't want to hear about cell 23, I hurry up and pull out the something. So I explain what happened to her and whatever. And him cell 23 argument. So I'm just cussing about him cell 23. So she was like, you know, you're not supposed to, and they're here to take care of you and blah 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 blah. And at the same time she was like, but whatever and if him did listen to you and it's my body and I know the limits and I tell you say it hot brother, just hurry up and pull out the something so we can done this. But anyway, that is how that went. And 2 days later him don't come back. I guess him change shift or him change ward or something, but 2 days later I not see him. I've never ever seen him again ever since that cell 23. I'm not stop perfect with my cell 23 because cell 23 anyway must have gone to cell 23 to be singing about cell 23. Anyway, here I'm at the end of the video. I know this one is going to be a very lengthy one. If you want me to do more story times like this, specifically hospital days, just comment down below and let me know and I will do more because sis have whole heap of stories. Some sad, some happy. It's just life. but I have more that I can share with you. So if you want to hear more, don't forget to leave them comments down below. And also please go and subscribe, like, share, and of course leave a comment. I'm going to go and eat my lovely dinner that my cousin made. She's the best sometimes. Bye guys.